you said you're still eating pork, though, right? You've been learning the commandments, but there's still some things you got to, get fixed up, right? Let's go ahead and give him the law on that real quick. Let's give him the law on that. Maybe he didn't know. Because we got to change this thing. Remember, say, make no tarrying. Don't take your time to turn to the Lord. You hear me? And that thing going to help you with your health and everything. Read.
And the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
And the swine. You know what swine is? What is it? Pig, yes. Pork. Read.
Though he divide the hoof.
So he divide the hoof because there's a requirement of the animals that are clean that we're supposed to eat. Read.
And be cloven-footed. Yet he cheweth not the cud.
He cheweth not the cud. Read.
He is unclean to you.
He is unclean to you. So you got to stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Like we said, it's all love that we bringing out. Leviticus 19:17. The correction of our brothers is to make sure that we get them on the right path, is to make sure we get them in the right mindset. We are required to do this. We'll get that in a moment, too, in Ezekiel 3. We're required to do this for our people so we can make sure that we did our part. We teaching them. We making sure they know, right? And there's going to be some action on you, brothers. Y'all hear me? Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17.
Watch this, love.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Remember, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. And make sure y'all are thinking about this and applying this on your everyday lives. Because it's put in our brain that black-on-black crime should just be the norm for us. You see another brother that look like you, and what is he? You automatically want to get down with him. He do something that you don't like. He look at you some type of way. That's why we don't speak to each other when we go by. We don't greet in a regular situation. Even in some of these small towns, it's a little nicer in these places. But for the most part, we look at a brother as an enemy. We look at a brother as something that's a danger towards him. You see what I'm saying? Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
When it says in any wise, you should rebuke thy neighbor. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do what this Bible tells us to do. Rebuke is correction. Simply what just happened a moment ago when we gave you Leviticus 11. Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Because we don't want to suffer sin upon you. Do you understand that? Why would we not want to suffer sin upon you? What happens if you sin? What comes after that? You do got to repent. Right. But what if you stay in that sin, you decide not to? What if you don't have your brothers every day with you? What if you don't have people contacting you, people to support you? What if we're not gathering ourselves together like we're supposed to? What if you're not congregating? You have no line of defense outside of your own mind. Then what? What happens then if you stay in sin? Give me Romans 6. You said keep going? No, I'll show you, Tyrone. Just wait.
The book of Romans, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
Remember, the wages of sin is death. You got a job? You got a job? What do they pay you? Wages, right? Wages. That's what you will get. That's what's going to be given to you in return from doing the job. The wages, the payment for sin is what?
For the wages of sin is death.
You heard that before? You have? You heard that before? Exactly. That's why we were saying it's our duty to come out and warn our brothers to make sure. That's why in Leviticus 19 and 17, when it says you got to rebuke your brother, you got to correct them, because we know that it's a lot that y'all don't know. And that's okay, but you got to be willing to learn, willing to come and congregate. You got to look around you real quick. Look again. Look at these mighty men. They standing up in order. You know it's something going on here that's right, because you're not used to this image. You see what I mean? So you got to want to come and be a part of that thing. You got to want to come and gather with that so you can get yourself together. What y'all got going on? What you got going on? What's some goals of yours? What you got set up? What job you work? You work for yourself? What you doing? Mechanic work? Okay, got a lot of business. You got plans to move forward past that? What about you, Dalen? What you got going? Working with your papa? Where your dad at? At work? He here though? You got him? You too? Listen to this. Y'all and y'all fathers, y'all got to come to a place where you can elevate. You see what I'm saying? Where you can come, learn the foundation of Christ, and elevate. Support. The most support. Give me Zephaniah 2. The most support that we can have, the better we are. The scriptures say we need to gather together. Why? Because we are stronger together, but under the same mindset. You understand that? Read. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together. O nation not desired.
Now let's think. Y'all said that the brother over here Someone over here has been teaching you, right? So it says the nation not desired. So do you already know what nation that is that's not desired? You should. You don't know? Do you know your nationality? Since you've been being taught this? I can't hear you, Tyrone. No. So African American is just another byword that the other nations put on us. Think about it. Those are two different places, Africa and America. That's not us. You know what I mean? God calls us Israel. We are the Israelites, right? How do we know this? How do you identify that you are of that nation in the scriptures? Have you been taught that yet? Or do you remember that? That's okay. We're going to bring it to your remembrance. Go ahead and go to Deuteronomy. Give me 1-on-1. Let's show them who it's talking to. Understand this, young brothers. And we're going to talk back and forth because I got to make sure you're with me. I'm not just going to run and fly right past you. I understand. How old are you? 15 years old. And you? You say 20? All praises. So you still considered, you know what I'm saying, youthful. You a child, right? And then we got 20, you right at the first age of grown man, right? This is important. Start your life, change your lives from this day. Start it over to doing what needs to be done after you get this information properly. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So what we're reading here is the words that Moses spake to Israel. Israel, remember, we were in captivity. We were in Egypt, right? When we were going out to the wilderness, Moses was speaking to the children of Israel, right? And he gave them curses that would happen if they didn't follow God's commandments, because we still were stiff-necked and rebellious in the wilderness after being saved out of Egypt. Did you know that? And that sounded a lot like us. We still stiff-necked and rebellious even after we get correction, even after we get the information. Right? We continue to do bad. We continue to go that way. Because you want to know what? Like I told you before, when we're stronger together, we gather together, we can hold each other accountable. Accountability in our communities is not where it needs to be. But we can help with that, all of us working together, having true leadership to guide you. Where you at? Go to Deuteronomy 20:15, read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt now hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
So he's telling them, if you're not going to listen, if you're going to be stiff-necked and rebellious, then what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
He said, all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Jump to 45 and we'll come back. Jump to 45. All of them will come upon thee and overtake thee. Understand this. They're telling you that this is going to be the punishment for us not keeping the commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee.
They say, listen, brothers, it's going to pursue us and overtake us. Watch this. Just 5 more minutes. And we're going to hold you here so we can get you some more info. The reason why, because you think it curses, wait a minute, this kind of sounds like, well, guess what? It says it's going to pursue us and overtake us, meaning it's going to stay on us. Y'all, we still cursed to this day. We are cursed in the city. Look around us. Y'all, we not in the best places. We not. In the bigger cities, we in the ghettos, we in the slums, we close by, we killing each other, we murdering each other, we don't have the right mindset, we're going against each other. That's curses. That is curses. Read.
Till thou be destroyed.
Till we be destroyed. We destroy one another. Guess what? The white man don't even got to do too much to us anymore because he done put all things in place to make sure we destroy one another.
That's right.
That's what he do, y'all. Y'all know, who do y'all know kills each other more than anybody? Yes, us as a people. That's why the more we gather ourselves together under the foundation of this Bible, the less of us it is in that mindset going that way. You see what I'm saying? Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now listen, because remember earlier we read you some scriptures about not tarrying to turn to the Lord. So this is more information on that. You got to make sure that you hearken unto the Lord thy God. The word is coming out. Jump to 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
It say, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Now I'm going to tell you real quick. I know you probably didn't want to remove your hat, but that's along the Bible as well. I know we only got a few more minutes, but it says we can't have our head covered while we prophesying. And we bring it out in these scriptures, we prophesying. So just for a few more minutes, that's why I had you do that. That's in in 1 Corinthians 11. Jump to verse 32 real quick.
Verse 32. thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Don't forget the thought. We're showing you the curses that show you and identify you as the people of this book.
That's right.
It says it's talking to Israel. Your nationality is the Israelites. It says this would happen to those people. This is how you know who they are to this day. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and foul with longing for them all the day long.
Come here. Both of y'all, come here. Have you learned anything about any of this, about slavery in school? Do they teach you that here in Elaine Education? No? You know anything about slavery? You know who went through slavery? You watch any slave movies? 12 Years a Slave, Django, The Amistad? Y'all watch any movies like that? I know y'all on the younger side, maybe not. But y'all know about slavery, right? Who was it that was in slavery? Okay, Harry, tell me what was her so-called nationality according to the world? She looked like who? Us or them? Look like us, right? So you know the people that was put into captivity and slavery was us, right? And how did they bring us over to this land into slavery? Do y'all know? On a ship. You learned that, right? About how the slave ships and things of that nature, right? Is that in the Bible? Is that something that we can go and physically read in the scriptures to really like put a stamp and seal on identifying who his chosen people are and who the Bible's talking to? Can we find that in the scriptures? We can. Where at? Say it again. It's in there. You sure it's in there? We're going to make sure you're sure today, Tyrone. We're going to make sure you're sure today, Dalen. Go on, get it. Verse 68, read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Wait a minute. Now, remember when we were in Egypt, what were we doing? We was in slavery. Remember, we were serving in captivity. Remember when we was delivered out of Egypt, when we was in the wilderness, and we was going off, right? So we was in slavery. It says the Lord going to bring you into that condition again. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Oh, wait. I think we ran past it. Go back to the top. Start again. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And how will he bring us into that condition of slavery again?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Say with ships. The ships you learned about that you did know about from slavery. Come closer, Tyrone Dalen. Come on now. Come check it out, bro. Look, because listen, we visual people. Y'all know that. When we in school, they got to show us first. Give us another example. Let us write it out, right? Point to me where you see anything like that on here. Point to it. Where you see that at? Where you see slave ships on this picture? Yes, sir. You see what that is in that picture? What are those pieces? What are those little marks here? What is all that? Huh? Exactly. Who are those people? Look at these people down here. Who do they look like? They stacked us up on ships, topped on top of each other. You tell me what type of people would do that. That's your enemies. That's what the Bible said they are. Go to 48. That's your enemies that we have to serve for everything. Another identifying factor, because who's serving the other nations for all things? Y'all heard him bringing that out earlier, right? Y'all with me? Slave ships is talking about our people. We're the ones that went into that.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is